Venus re-enters Aries on April 30th after a significant retrograde journey that began back on March 1st. If you'll recall, Venus was at 10 degrees, 50 minutes of Aries in your chart. She then had 6 weeks of retrograde until April 12th, where she stationed direct at 24 degrees of Pisces. Now, this is the area of your chart where not only the Venus retrograde has been happening, but also Saturn and the North Node in Pisces are hanging out in the same territory. So Venus has been conjunct Saturn and the North Node in these late degrees of Pisces throughout most of April. And it has been an intense, soul-searching, deep dive into Venus matters, specifically what you are closing out, transitioning away from, and where you're ready to make a new choice based on new self-love and self-acceptance frequencies. Venus has been hanging out with Saturn, who's brought her attention to important real-world matters. This could have shown you areas of your life that you had to take a good hard look at. You couldn't ignore it or avoid it or put it off. You had to understand what has been showing up for you. And that is one of the higher expressions here of Venus working with Saturn, is it brings your attention to not only what has been paying off, but also what has not. What has not been satisfying? What has not brought you what you desired or wanted to manifest? Saturn relates to our real world experiences, which includes our accomplishments and rewards, but also the challenges and what takes time to manifest and create. Now, the conjunction to the North Node has brought in more hopefulness, a sense of, yes, I'm ready to do something different now. I'm ready for a new choice, a new direction. I can feel that this energy is leaving me, whatever that might be for you. I can sense what is closing out and what is being removed. And with Venus here, she makes it personal to how you feel about your sense of self, your self-confidence, where your energy goes when you want to create and share, how you want to connect with people, what you value, what you desire, what you want. And we've all had a big reset here into understanding what matters on our journey now. So before Venus enters this Aries energy again on April 30th, we've been in more of a private, reflective space, reviewing, perhaps even seeing ourselves more clearly in a way that we haven't seen before. And that's part of this long-term transit with Saturn, is to see what you missed or to see what you need to understand in who you are so you can make choices around whether you want to continue that dynamic, that connection, that energy going forward, or to honor what is complete for you. Big choices are at hand. That's what's been unfolding throughout April. And it is, again, more personal and private. It's also more intuitive. You could really be sensing that you're getting some important downloads and understandings that you're meant to listen to and honor. Now, as Venus moves away from Saturn and the North Node, she could be in a stillness. And then she enters Aries, April 30th, which is about beginnings, action, motivation. The Aries energy makes her more bold, independent, courageous. She's ready to go for something, to have a new start based on what she's learned about herself, what she's closed out and ended. But something else is happening here that's also really important. And that is she's going to have a conjunction to Neptune in Aries at 1 degree on May 2nd for the first time ever in our lives. And this conjunction to Neptune is a big spiritual reset. You could find that you are falling in love with your spiritual self, with your higher self, that you are in a better, deeper connection with this part of your energy field. You could feel that it's also fueling you to move ahead now in ways that you never could have expected. You could feel that this Venus has actually become more spiritually enlightened and self-aware, and now she's ready to take actions based on this new emerging self-confidence and self-awareness. A renewal energy is very strong here, but it brings in the otherworldly Neptunian influences. Neptune wants to take us off planet and wants us to see beyond the physical, beyond even the veil, to be open to the new dreams. And I feel this too as the new versions of ourselves that are now connected to a higher divine aspect of self. So this can show up as these new connections or reconnections with people who are also on that same frequency. This could be an invigoration of energy into current friendships, connections, partnerships, marriages. This could be a sense of, let's honor what this Neptune influence is revealing to us and make sure that we are embodying it. And it's from that embodiment of your spiritual self, your intuition, your deeper, it's more than a connection. It's like this deeper integration of what you're feeling that propels you forward. And that can be more impulsive, more spontaneous. These are Aries words, but there's something here where you could feel that your heart has been reset, your value system has been reset, or perhaps is in motion. You can feel things are changing within you, that this new beginning is launching you forward because it's also connected to more of your full energy. And that Neptune influence, I see it too as your higher self supporting you and being more of who you really are. And it could be that you realized what you surrendered or have given up or gave away. You could realize what you've been missing or something you feel you lost. You could realize that something is no longer connected to what you want next. So it's after the intense Pisces energies that we then feel, I'm ready to begin again. I'm ready for this new start, to trust myself and move forward in ways that really call to me, knowing that my higher self is guiding me and that there is goodness here in what I'm feeling, as it's like lighting you up, lighting you up with that fresh motivation and excitement. So it's been quite a big Venus retrograde journey. Venus will clear her shadow May 16th after she moves across that 10-degree, 50 minutes of Aries point. And then you could feel like something has really landed and been more fully integrated into your energy field. So as always, I hope this resonates and supports you. I hope it also validates anything you've been moving through, because when Venus re-enters Aries, it also blasts away the lingering doubts or confusion. You could feel more of that yes energy, a sense of I'm going to go for it, I want this. And I'm no longer just swimming in the abyss. I'm ready here. I'm ready now for this fresh start. As always, thank you for joining me. Look forward to your comments below about how you've been feeling this particular Venus retrograde. It's been such a big one. And I'll be back with another video soon.